What is up, people? Let's make sure this works. It's been a long time since I streamed. I kind of forgot how to do it. Um, yeah, it is what it is. So this is some funny shit. Okay, streamers work. You guys are gonna like this. This is funnier than hell. Listen, when I was sent this last night, and when I was sent it, listen, I laughed, and then I laughed more, and then I freaking laughed more. Funniest shit ever. Funnier than hell. So, Mr. CRS fuckhead here. So we're gonna skip all this down here, but it's a whole video. Look, he stole all this content. Look, content thief. He stole almost the whole video from Rare Breed Triggers. Stole almost the whole video. He's going to justify it because, he put his little spin on shit and cut it up. There's a certain part in here that I want you to watch that's funny. It's going to take a few minutes, probably about 10, 15 minutes, but it is funnier than hell. And when I watched it, I was like, you got to be shitting me. What a jackass. This takes the cake. This is better than all the rest of the jackass shit he's done before. Wait till a couple people get in here, and then we'll start talking about it. I go, oh, man, it has been a long time since I've done this. I forgot how to do all this stuff. But this is funnier than shit. Wait till you see this. Like, listen. I literally laughed I laughed hard at this. So, bear with me, because we're going to get to the really funny part. It takes a minute to get there, but he does a lot of shit that leads up to it. So, he wants Mr. Rare Breed Trigger guy to explain some stuff, from the content that CRS stole. I'm still waiting on some paperwork that's supposed to be coming in the mail about a lawsuit that I never got.
These experts separately concluded that the FRT-15 is not a machine gun. Now, numerous people have asked why we did not seek an opinion letter from the ATF before going to the market.
Because it's unneeded. It's a semi-automatic trigger. It's unneeded. You don't need an opinion letter. Not to mention there are already other companies on the market that have opinion letters, that don't have opinion letters, all force reset triggers, and none of them have this ATF coming after their asses.
And the simple answer is, as we had already done our own due diligence by consulting with these 4 experts, all who determined the FRT-15 to be a perfectly legal semi-automatic trigger, it was unnecessary to seek the approval of the ATF, as semi-automatic triggers are not a regulated item.
Nope, they're sure not. So why would you need an opinion letter? You wouldn't.
Semi-automatic triggers are not.
Dude looks pissed, and I don't blame him. But I give a shit. Rare Breed, I give it to them, man. They're going toe to toe with the ATF. The ATF told them to cease and desist. They told them to kick rocks and started selling their trigger with crypto.
A regulated item. And before anyone makes the assertion that we simply shopped around and cherry-picked for experts that would agree with our own opinion, I'd like to remind everyone that these are these same experts that had testified on behalf.
Experts, the ATF experts, just like their new head dick in charge over the, Fat D over there that has absolutely no firearms experience whatsoever. I don't even think they do to carry a firearm.
Half of the DOJ and ATF in countless
maybe Barney 5 type shit where he gets one bullet in his pocket and he can't put it in the gun until he's ready to use it.
Cases and criminal prosecutions as to what does and does not constitute a machine gun under federal law. So simply put, these aren't our experts. These gentlemen are the experts.
The experts, because, it takes a real expert to decide if a forced reset trigger is a semi-automatic trigger or not.
So, what else does...
Here it comes. Now listen, this takes a minute for me to get through this, but it's funnier than shit, man. I'm telling you, stick around. It gets great.
Does he do in his video? Now, this is the part that I disagree with. Because he does the...
No, of course he disagrees with it, because he didn't say, do what the ATF says, write him a letter, ask them to be nice and play nice, and tell them, that you would like your trigger because you bought it and you spent your hard-earned money on it, and you want to keep your trigger. Just write him a letter, guys. He's mad because he didn't say that.
Downplay. He says that people that are worried about this trigger are hitting pennies, chicken littles, blah, 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 blah.
And if you remember, Mr. Douchebag here was one of these people. That's why he's mad that he called him a henny penny. Notice the shirt. Refreshing throat punch. This dude ain't never punched nothing in his mouth. And I said that wrong. This dude has never punched anything in the mouth.
Now I would like to specifically address everyone that is currently concerned about owning or possessing an FRT-15. There have been a handful of gun tubers and other henny pennies that have been screaming that the sky is falling.
CRS firearms, that'd be one of them.
And everyone that currently possesses an FRT-15 has become a felon overnight.
We've had this conversation before. So I agree with dude here. Exactly what he says. I agree with it to a certain degree. He doesn't exactly say it right, but it's not a play on words. It's a statement of fact. But hang on, it gets funny.
While some of that is purely clickbait, many others are simply misinformed. No one has committed a felony or become a felon yet by simply owning an FRT-15.
Yes, it is true. I could put a meth lab right here.
Yeah, right out there in the open, bud. Yep, right there in the open. Right there in the shop. Yep, put a meth lab there. Yep, right on camera.
Manufacture and sell methamphetamines. That does not make me a felon. That part is true.
Yeah, so the facts are true. That's what he's saying.
And he's using a play on words here.
So the facts that are true, that he just admitted were true, are now a play on words. Or maybe it's the facts that you just admitted to.
However, should a federal agent come in and notice this meth lab, I'm most certainly a felon.
Yeah, because we all put meth labs right there, out in the open and on video and shit, out in the front yard. This big sign saying, hey, we're here cooking meth. Stop on by, get your meth. Meth for sale. $100 a gram. Come on by. Federal agents.
Now, I shouldn't say most certainly a felon, because I can still fight it in court, and if I win, then I'm not.
Oh, wait, so you have to first have this illegal thing, then do something stupid enough to get caught with this illegal thing. Then you have to get arrested. Then you have to go to jail. Then you either have to pay ransom or stay in jail. Then you have to go through all the trial shit. And then you might not be a felon if you win. So what you're saying is that you're not a felon just for having this thing, is what you're saying. Just trying to clear that up. Just want to make sure I understood what was being said here.
But that is a problem. And I wish you wouldn't have done this. I'm all for people fighting the ATF.
As long as it has to do with a pen or a keyboard, he's all for. That's his definition of fight. See, our terms and words are no longer defined. So it can have a definition, but you can use it any way you want. So fighting now or attack is a good one. I was attacked through the comment section. You wasn't attacked. Somebody put you in your place. At best. At worst, they made statements. You wasn't attacked. Just like fight. I'm all for people fighting the ATF. Writing a letter is not fighting the ATF. It's begging your overlords, bud. That's what that is. It's not called fighting.
But I want them to have a choice in the matter.
Hold on. I'm going to stall on this for a second. Just listen.
Don't want them to involuntarily fight the ATF. If you fight the ATF, I want that to be a conscious decision.
Like a conscious decision, like when they say, hey, we're going to claim that this thing is illegal, so if you get caught with it, you're going to jail, and you're like, I'm going to keep this thing. That's not a conscious decision. It's a reactionary decision, right? You're not consciously deciding to keep something rather than destroy it or give it over to the ATF. That's not a conscious decision, guys. Who does this sound like? I've heard a lot of the same argument from before. For lots of people that voted for Biden intentionally. Not the theft ones, the real ones.
Because you're a real person with a real life, with a real family.
No shit.
You're not some statistic.
Here's the funny part, guys. It gets funny right here. This gets funnier than fuck. Now we're here. We're here at the funny part. You guys are gonna love this shit. Funnier than hell.
So if you fight the ATF,
let's count how many times he mentions losing your wife or divorce.
I want it to be a conscious decision, something you have decided to do, and you understand the risk. I don't want you to involuntarily fight the ATF.
Hey guys, we're going to say this thing's illegal. Well, fuck you, I'm keeping this thing. Conscious decision, right?
By being under the impression that owning this trigger is nothing. There's nothing to worry about. There's no risk involved.
Yeah, well, hold on, I'll get to that too in a second.
There is a very...
I gotta keep stopping the video because we know how bitch here is. He'll fucking throw a strike on my channel. I already got one.
Very big risk involved. As of right now, yes.
Yes, I better show that. Yes, I want to show this just so everybody knows that I do have a strike on my channel. And I can show you right now. Let me go over here. Just showing it so you know, because last time I was told I was a liar. Look, channel violations. Active community guideline strikes. One. See it right there? And look, I'm still live streaming.
Owning that trigger does not make you a felon. And that's where the play on words comes. However, you get caught with that trigger, even if you win your case, even if he wins his case and your case becomes irrelevant, you are still going to play the game. You are going to get arrested. You are probably going to spend no less than 2 years locked up while you fight this.
So he's complaining that if you make a conscious choice to keep a thing that they say they're going to arrest you for, that's not a conscious decision, then you may have to spend a couple years in jail fighting this. Better than being a lifetime of a fucking pussy pretending like you're doing something.
You're going to have attorney's costs. Your life's going to be flipped upside down. You're going to lose your job. You could lose your wife.
One, that's the first time he mentions losing your spouse. I'll tell you why I'll bring this to light here in a second.
Hell, you could wind up losing your wife and having to pay child support for your kids that you don't see in.
There was twice. See, I'm of the opinion of this. Like, when Tommy calls you up and says, hey, Freedom, I need you to come help me. I just broke up with Samantha, and if I don't get all my shit out of the house, she's going to destroy it. Samantha's not going to destroy his shit. That's just what he would do to Samantha if Samantha left him, right? So this is kind of the same thing. If he left his old lady or him and his old lady split up, he would do whatever he could to keep the kids away from her because he's a little childish bitch.
Anymore. The point is, you are going through the motions should you get caught with one of those triggers, and you need to understand this.
Yeah. It's kind of like they say, hey, don't drink and drive, and then you drink and drive anyway because you want to. They're going to probably pull you over, and if you get caught, you're going to jail. That's kind of how that works. Yep, we understand it. Pretty aware of it.
Again, I'm all for fighting the ATF. I'm not telling you not to.
Wait a second. Wasn't there a... Hold on. Let's back up here. I'm pretty sure that he has definitely told somebody to not even disobey the ATF. I'm pretty sure I can prove this right now.
I've been running this channel for a while, and I...
So let's go find it, if it's even still up. If not, it's up on my channel. Where's it at? It's probably taking it down. Nope, here it is, right here. Look at this. Here is a whole hour and 10 minutes of him telling somebody to not even disobey the ATF. Hour 9 minutes. Pimp hand strong. You're a weak bitch.
I just want you to be aware of the risk. This way you can see everything out in front of you and make an educated decision.
Takes him a whole 18 minutes to say this. I could have said it in about 4 seconds. Hey guys, they're saying this shit's illegal. You get caught, you're going to jail if you keep it.
I do not want you to make a decision based on the belief that there is nothing they can do about this.
That's not what the dude said. It's not what he said at all. See, like, us real felons, we get sick and tired of people taking the badge of felon. You're not just a felon. It's not how it happens. First, they have to say something's illegal. Then you have to throw a finger up to them and do whatever that thing is they say is illegal. Then you have to get caught doing that thing that they say is illegal. In this case, it would be owning this trigger. Then they take you to this place they call jail. Then you go in front of a judge who totally fucks you and puts out a ransom on your head. And if you can pay the ransom, then you get out. Then you hire an attorney. Then you fight the case for the next however many years. Or days, depending on, you know, your position in life. CRS, it would be, he wouldn't even get arrested. You know, we know that he don't get arrested. Everybody else around him does. But I don't understand. The play on words is what he's doing. He's trying to justify inaction, doing nothing.
You will most certainly get arrested. You will most certainly go to jail. You will most certainly have to buy a lawyer. Will you get prosecuted or...
Yeah, because you remember that thing called a bump stock that they fucking banned, and there was millions of them out there? Millions of them in the public, and they banned it, and like 5 people turned them in? Yeah, a whole total of 5. You know how many people's been arrested since then for bump stocks? Maybe 2. Definitely 1, possibly 2. Because you're definitely going to get arrested if you disobey.
Or not? I don't think so. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not giving legal advice. If you take legal advice from me, you're stealing.
Wait a second. Wait, hold up. Wait a second. I'm sorry to do this again. I do believe that he said he was a lawyer at one time. Or at least pretended to be a lawyer. Hold on a second here. I do remember this. There was a video about me where he claimed that he knew all these laws and shit. I'm still waiting on paperwork in the mail. I'm supposed to be getting sued. Where's my little avatar that he made about me? Oh, right here. A common thief.
So I copyright that thing. And then he goes on and starts saying that I struck his channel on a live stream. And the first ability you lose when you get a channel strike is your ability to live stream for 30 days.
Okay, I just got this live stream, this strike last week. We all know that, right? Because I was monetized last week and demonetized. And what am I doing right now? Anybody? I'm live streaming. Yeah, I got a strike, and not every time you get a strike, they take away your streaming privileges. It's a thing. I don't know how the hell they decide if they take it away or not. But I went back in my community tab at this point, if you remember, because this dude knows so much about fucking everything. Where's that? My channel. There it is. Community. Oh, there's Mr. Nazi Reed right there. Check out his Hitler stash. Hold on, we'll get back to the point of the video here in a minute. This is just funny shit, man. Like, you can't make this stuff up. It is funnier than hell. No, but it must be way back. Oh, that was my Mom's Demand Action, them fucking whores. Everybody's out to get you. It's a conspiracy. There's Jonathan Cohn. You ain't been on his channel. Go check him out. Jonathan Cohn. Look at that damn rack on that deer, man. I need to get better pictures of them for you guys. Come on, come on, come on. I just want to prove the point right here. Because, oh, right here it is. Issued by... Look at this. This was a screenshot of the email I got from YouTube. Takedown issued by Matt Hoover, CRS Firearms. This means that your video can no longer be played on YouTube. You received a copyright strike. So y'all see it, right? Right there. Right there. That was a screenshot I took of it. So let's. Oh man, I didn't finish seeing what he had to say. Son of a bitch. I was trying to say, he said. Anyway, you get the point. He thinks he fucking knows everything. He thinks he is a damn lawyer. He actually said in that video that I don't know the law. Okay.
Will you get...
This gets funnier, guys. Like, dude, listen, I can go on for an hour, 15 minutes of this shit, and I can make it an hour long laughing my dick off about this guy.
prosecuted or not? I don't believe so. I believe that the bump stock case, they're going to win that, which will make his case irrelevant, which will make your case irrelevant.
Yeah, because the bump stock has all kinds of things to do with the force reset trigger. Has nothing to do with it at all. If the bump stock case gets won, it's going to do nothing for the force reset triggers, the reverie trigger. Nothing at all. You're going to have to win that case separately.
However, you are going to spend some time in jail. Probably a significant amount of time in jail. You are going to have to buy a lawyer.
Where do I buy lawyers at? I've hired all kinds of lawyers. I've never bought one, though. Do you got to feed it? Water it? Take it out to the bathroom? How do you house a lawyer?
It's probably going to cost you between $50,000 and $100,000 to buy that lawyer. So
yeah, because Matt here, with all his experience in the court system, with lawyers that he doesn't hire, we'll get to that in a second, he knows how much they cost.
You're probably going to have to leverage things like your car, your house, and your business if you own one.
Or normal people, like the kind of people that buy $400 triggers with their own money, not with their subscribers' money, they do this thing called save. So what they do is they take part of their money, usually about 75% of their money. They'll take 100% of the total, take out 25%, that's their jack-off money or whatever. Then the other 75% gets saved. So over time, they build up money. Therefore, they can pay for their lawyers and shit. They don't just spend every dollar they have like they're a goddamn rock star because they're YouTube famous and then beg their subscribers for money when they want to go on vacation.
There's a good chance your wife's going to cheat on you.
Was that time number 3 or 4? I think that was 3. Wife cheating on you again. He's awful worried about losing his wife. And here's the truth of it. Take Matthew Hoover, CRS Firearms, and the Sasquatch out of Wisconsin, middle Wisconsin, where there's like more dudes, where there's actual men. She'd be gone in a week and a half. Guarantee it. Move her downtown Cincinnati, she'd be fucking somebody else by next Friday. Guarantee it. That's why he's so worried about money and shit. Taking her on her vacations, and she's worried about her stacks. It's about stacks. Gotta keep them stacks. Keep them hoes, yo. Keep that horse in that stable. That hoe in that stable. Gotta have that money.
While you're in jail, and there's a good chance.
Oh, by the way, I think his PayPal might be down here. If you want to support him, I just send him a fucking letter and tell him to suck a dick.
You're gonna go through a divorce.
Wait, oh, was that number 4? Wait a second. He didn't just mention it back to back, did he? Where are we at? So let's go to here. Yeah, I think he did. So
Your business, if you own one, there's a good chance your wife's going to cheat on you while you're in jail.
That was 3.
And there's a good chance you're going to go through a divorce.
man, he's super worried about losing that old lady, ain't he? Yeah. There's this thing called women, dude. Women. If you find you're one of those, you ain't got to have money. Doesn't matter if you go to jail. It wouldn't matter if you disappeared off the face of the earth. When you come back, she'll still be there. It's called a woman. Woman, not a hoe. Woman. Get you a woman. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Don't you remember? Who was it said that? Tupac? Snoop. I think it was Snoop. Good advice there, Snoop.
If you're okay with the risk, now I'm not saying none of that shit's guaranteed. It's not. You don't know. You don't know how it's going to play out. But that is the most likely outcome.
Yeah, because we learned from the bump stock ban, like I said, when they banned the bump stocks, millions of bump stocks out of the market. 5 whopping people turned them in. I think 1 person's been arrested, might be 2, for bump stocks. The most likely outcome, if you keep this rare breed trigger that you paid $400 for, if they say that you're too low of a peasant to have it, the most likely outcome is you're going to go to jail and lose your old lady. Bitch!
So understand that risk before you decide to fight the ATF or openly rebel by posting internet pictures of your new rare breed trigger. Now that we got that out of the way, so now that you have made a conscious decision to fight the ATF, you own this trigger. Honestly, myself.
Wait a second. So own it. Wait. I'm fucked up. So to own the trigger, you made a conscious decision now. When a second ago, owning the trigger wasn't making a conscious decision. I'm confused, man. Confused as fuck. I feel like somebody's playing words. Wordplay.
I just wouldn't take it to a public range, and I just wouldn't post pictures on the internet with me having it. Will the ATF show up at your door? They're simply going to go to the post.
Oh, here's where it's at, guys. This is coming up. Dude, listen, I'm telling you, just wait for it. It's worth waiting for when you hear this.
Office and request every address that company has shipped to, and they're
not just going to kick in doors based off addresses from the post office. Do you know why? Because Rare Breed sells more than just triggers. They sell merchandise too. So they're not just going to kick your door over buying a Rare Breed shirt or a hat or some shit like that. So they would have to have a lot more information than just that. Even if Rare Breed could prove that you bought a trigger from your account and it came to your door, they would still have to prove that you were in possession of that trigger at the time that they deemed it to be illegal, which is impossible to do. I don't know about you, but if I had bought a Rare Breed trigger, I would have only bought one for my brother's third ex-girlfriend's second cousin remove's best friend's birthday party that I went to 6 months ago. And I can't remember where it was. That'd be the only reason I would, if they come knocking on my door. It's just me. I don't know what you're talking about.
going to start showing up at people's houses at some point. Depending, they may back down. I doubt it, because I've never seen them back down on anything.
And we've also never seen them raid customer list ever either. Paul Brady, they didn't raid nobody. He says he has a subscriber that was raided. I call bullshit. They didn't raid anybody from auto key cards. They're not going to raid anybody from this. They didn't raid anybody from what was the gun manufacturer that had to pull the lower because they had the dimple. I forget who it was, but it doesn't matter. They didn't raid them people either.
So expect a visit from the ATF if you've purchased
Coming
one.
up. Anybody got a drum roll?
What do you do when they show up? Don't say a thing.
Don't say a thing. Mister, I'm not a lawyer. I know the best thing to do. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. This is why I bring this up. Here's why.
Please.
This is funny.
I bet.
This is funny shit right here. So, if we go back to this little video right here.
Alright, leaving Georgia. Didn't
I lost it.
for this conspiracy thing, yeah, then I got absolutely nothing to worry about. So, that's good, because they were like, hey, if you want, you can meet us ahead of time and we'll give you an idea of what questions we're going to ask.
Yeah, because prosecutors, you know who they give a heads up on questions? Witnesses. Informants. That's who. Not the motherfuckers that are trying to hem up over their old lady. See, if Matt would have been smart here and took his own advice and he would have asked for a lawyer, but we know he didn't ask for a lawyer because the ATF came to his house and talked to his old lady and fucking threatened his cat or whatever the hell it was, which the story made no damn sense at all because first he was there, then he wasn't there, then she called, then he wasn't home. It just doesn't make no damn sense. But somewhere in here he goes on to say that he's proud of his wife because it took her 45 minutes in a grand jury hearing. Then he says that it usually takes him about 3 hours to be interrogated. The fuck you don't talk to the cops for 3 hours, dude? Ain't no lawyer gonna let you talk to him for 3 hours. Ever. Ever, never, ever. And if you go back here, where was it at? Right here.
The whole investigation thing really isn't a big deal. I mean, I've been in and out of investigations basically since I was like 16.
Yet he's a 0207 FFL. Been in and out of investigations since he was like 17. He is now in his late 30s. He has no criminal history. What does that tell you? Just saying. I haven't seen no direct Matthew Hoover's whatever. Matthew Hoover works for the ATF or anything like that. But I will say this. I personally happen to know a lot of people who have been interrogated. I don't know anybody that's ever been interrogated, especially multiple fucking times, that doesn't have a criminal record. Except one person. His name happens to be Jason Newton. Jason Newton is from South Lebanon, Ohio. He happens to be the one who was the confidential informant in the golf ball case. Just saying. Anyway, somewhere in here he talks about that. 3 hours.
Goes in there, immediately, ATF just starts pouring in and just starts grilling her. So she's like, peace.
Yep, she said peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. I came here to meet you so you could, tell me what to say to the grand jury so we could arrest whoever it is we're going to arrest or put a better case on Justin. And she said peace. When the truth is, if he would have got an attorney that was worth a shit, here's what they would have said. You're married to her, right? He would have said,
I'm out of here.
He would have said, yeah, because like right here, if you notice, see that thing right there? It's called a wedding band. That you put those on your finger when you do this thing called, you get permission from the state. The state says, okay, now you're married. You get certain privileges because of that. One of those is that you don't have to testify if it could possibly incriminate your spouse. So what she should have done is went in there and pled the fifth, if she won it all. But a good attorney would have told him what to do to get out of that shit. There was only 10,000 ways to get out of going down to Florida. But he wanted to go to Florida because if you go back and look, as this has been pointed out before, somebody had planned a trip 6 months prior to the Florida trip. Almost the same route. Oh yeah, hey, look at that new car y'all bought. Subscribers, the fake ass Hellcat. Fake fucking Hellcat. Oh my god, this is some cheesy shit. What month are we in now? 4 months ago. Probably about 6 months now. This is the first time he's ever wore a plate carrier, because you don't need training and shit. Ask him. He's a warrior. Oh, there's a $2,000 piece of shit Benelli. That gun is a piece of shit. Where you at, fucker? I know you're here. Look at all that money y'all raised for him. I just wrote a letter to Justin. Hopefully he gets it this time, and hopefully he calls me. Because, fuckhead here ain't going to give him my phone number like I've asked him to 37 times. I don't know where it's at. Somewhere in here there is his plans to go on a trip. Basically a little different path than what he took on his little court vacation that him and his wife and 2 kids were subpoenaed to go to. I'm bullshitting. I wasn't all subpoenaed. It was an excuse for him to go on this vacation. And if you look at it, it's exactly what it was. He planned a vacation. He then got demonetized. And because he's an idiot that jacks off all his money because his old lady wants, she's about them stacks, bro. Stacks and stacks and stacks. Oh, right here. Looky. 7 months ago. In the near future, I'm going to be traveling along this path. Look at what path he happened to take. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Right down through Nashville. Right through Nashville. And then he did go to Myrtle Beach. Went out of the way a little bit. They decided to go to Florida. And then when they came back all this way, 1,600 miles out of the way because, you know, he's broken shit.
Lawyer. That's it.
Lawyer. That's it.
Am I under arrest? No. Are you detaining me? No. Then we're done here. If they keep pushing the issue, well, if you guys want to talk or get any more information out of me or have any more questions, I'll get a lawyer and you can talk to him.
Well, I thought you just said lawyer. Here's the truth of it. So the Supreme Court has found that you can say lawyer. You can say, do I need a lawyer? Hey, I think I might need a lawyer. Do you think I should talk to my lawyer? Do I need a lawyer for this? You can say all that shit, and it's not invoking your right to an attorney. You have to say, I'm not answering any questions without my attorney present. You have to say that. Anything other than that, they can continue to ask you questions. Anything you say can and will be against you in the court of law, and I assure you, 100% they will use every fucking thing you say. Even shit you don't say they will use against you. They'll twist shit. They'll play your words. Like Matt here. Dude, wait a second. Holy shit. The cops like to play on words. They don't like the facts. They admit the facts. Then they play on words. Who else does that? Just saying. I've never said it. I'm not going to say it. You all can say it. But, you know, it's what it is.
I don't feel comfortable answering questions. The less you say, the better. Everything you say...
I don't feel comfortable. It's not I don't feel comfortable. It's, hey, bitch, I'm not answering shit. And Matt needs to take his own advice because he's been in multiple investigations throughout his lifetime that normally take 3 hours when he's interrogated. But he never has no criminal charges and he's at 0207 FFL. What's not that, like, listen, I've been through some shit in my life. I have been interrogated. It don't go very far. Normally it's just me fucking with them, playing around with them. You guys seen that a few weeks ago when I was at my buddy's house and they showed up and I played with them. I shouldn't have done that though. I should have just stuck to my guns and said no. Don't ever admit shit. Don't ever offer them don't offer them anything. Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. They say you were shooting guns. Nope. You're shooting airsoft. The guns came from that way. Which way? That way. Where? Over there. That way you're not telling on anybody either. Matt here would be like, oh my God. It was me. I did it. Where'd I sign? Who can I tell on?
They can and will be
My wife will testify.
used against you in the court of law. Remember, if they show up and they don't automatically throw the cuffs on you, they don't have enough to arrest you.
This isn't actually true. A lot of times they will show up and they'll try to get more information out of you because they have enough to arrest you but not enough to convict you. So they'll try to play the good guy, bad guy, or just good guy shit. So that's not true at all.
They're trying to...
Either way, you say, I'm not speaking to you without my attorney present. Period. Full stop. And here's what's going to happen. Matt thinks just because you say that, they're going to say, okay, we're going to leave now and you call your attorney and we'll set up a time to meet. That's not what happens. They put your ass in handcuffs. They take you to the jail. Then the investigators go into your bond hearing the next morning. They go to the judge and say, Judge, he wasn't cooperative. Meaning that you didn't tell on yourself. But there's a way to have multiple investigations for 3 or 4 hours at a time without an attorney present and not have a criminal record, apparently. Maybe you should hire Matt. Fuck, who knows?
talk to you to get you to say something to give them enough to arrest you. So just keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything. They'll go away.
Expert Matt.
As long as you don't lie to them and deny that you purchased one, because if you lie to them, now you're lying to a federal agent.
Yep, can't lie to them, guys. Don't ever lie to the federal agents. You write them letters and you beg for permission. You beg for them to play nice, and you don't ever lie to them. They're allowed to lie to you. You can't lie to them though. Fuckers.
Now they have enough to get a warrant. They're gonna come and tear your house apart. Say nothing. I want a lawyer. That's it. Am I being arrested? Nope. Am I being detained? No.
Okay. That's. I've had enough of this video. There's a bunch more.
I've been running this.
There's a bunch more funny shit in it, but I want to go back to this thing because it's funny. I think it was right here somewhere. Show you what's going on. Oh, right here. Yeah. Let's. Hold on. Let's find it. This I know. This is just pick on CRS day. I know, guys. I know it's old, but it's still funny. Especially since Double A. Double A is the one that sent me on this path. I got a new fan called Double A. Double A. He is a taint tickler of CRS's. He wants to go to 37 videos, leave the same comment, act like I steal content, yet if you remember the video we just watched, it was full of somebody else's content.
Report on it on the end.
Where the hell is the damn thing is on the end? I don't know where it's at. That's that. Hold on, I'm trying to find this. I don't know where it's at. What's going on? Right here. Right here it is. Bam. Let's hear this ask for an attorney.
So,
Notice he never showed the entire video, and you can't see no identifying features of these dudes. They don't have no clothing that says ATF. I don't see any badges. They don't even talk. You don't even play the video. Why would you not play the video with them talking to prove it's the ATF? Because I call bullshit. I don't think it was the ATF. I think he made the whole thing up to get his fans to pay for a trip.
Thank you.
I don't know if it was in.
Now, if you listen to this video, it's saying this video is all twisted up and shit too. He said he came home and his yard was full of cop cars, and he blocked them all in because, you know, that's what he does. He's a man like that. And then he says his wife called him and told him about the whole cat incident where they said the nice cat. I don't know.
In a threatening manner or not, because I wasn't standing right there. But my girl took it as a threatening manner and like broke down crying like, Jesus.
Oh yeah, his girl, threatening manner, broke down crying. I'm sure she asked for an attorney.
Only got 3 legs, just leave him alone. And yeah, that was a rough phone call.
He's got all these funny shirts too that really apply to him. Yesterday was the deadline for excuses. Express. Fucking the dude is an excuse. Lousy ass excuse.
So anyway, and not to mention, I did not perform in a light I would like to share.
He didn't perform in a light he would like to share. He continues to give you information about what to do when this happens, yet he didn't perform in a light he'd like to share. How fucking hard is it to say, hey dickhead, I ain't talking to you. I need my attorney present to answer any questions. Do not even talk to me without my attorney present. How hard is that? It's not very hard. My wife can say it. You know how I know she can say it? Because I've heard her say it through the wall of the interrogation rooms.
Because I was literally coming home, and then there was cops in my driveway, so I didn't know what the hell to think, so I pulled in and blocked the driveway and got out of the car.
Yeah, because, you know, like, if they told him to move, he wouldn't move. That's why he blocked the driveway. You know, he probably would have fucking handed him a letter and asked him nicely. Please don't make me move.
I did not perform how I would like you guys see me perform because I was upset.
Yeah, but, you know, nobody's upset when there's cops standing in front of them threatening them. But, you know, I asked for an attorney because that's what you do.
Would be an easy way to say it. So, anyway, yes. So they subpoenaed her in. Why exactly did they subpoena her in?
They probably didn't. Most likely, you just lied to get a free vacation because you're so broke and shit. What's up, Matt? Liberty Chick, Angry Fishing, Cheeseburger, D-Hop. Who else is here? Mountain Rogue, Lunatic Rider. Can we do Crump 2, please? Dude, I haven't. Look, you know what, man? I want to be honest with you about Crump. I have issues with Crump, but Crump called me a while back, man. I'm not going to just pick on Crump because I'm not sure Crump explains his position very well, which I don't agree with. I agree if you have a position, you need to state it. But he could have done some dirty fucking shit to me, man. Some truly dirty fucking shit. And he chose not to. So, I'm not going to do that. You know, you might disagree with it, but after... He hasn't done anything in my mind bad enough for me to dog on his ass yet. You know, but I don't watch Crump, in all honesty. I don't watch these channels. People just send me shit. And, like, I have a thing when you send me something, there's, like, something in my mind that is like, why would they send me this? You know what I'm saying? Why would they send me this and then I have to watch it? So, I don't know, man. I gotta delete this thing because I got too much shit going on. Content, live. Which one's this? Public 6647. Which one are we on right now? Oh, this one is only 6 seconds long. Do I delete this one? Should I delete this one? 5 comments. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I ain't gonna delete it. Yeah, man, but I'm not gonna do Crump, man. Like I said, he did Crump, like, for real, went out his way. And I'm not gonna talk about it. I talked about it one other time. But, I'm just not gonna do it to Crump, man. Not right now, anyway. If he does some fucked up shit, I will. But I'll tell you how I will do it, too. You gotta see this. This was sent to me. A picture was sent to me, and then, oh, wait a second. I'm in the wrong place. A picture was sent to me about this, and I watched it, and I was like, hey. So I posted it on my community tab. It's funnier than shit.
Hey everyone,
Oh, he shaved it off. He shaved it off in this one. Hang on. We gotta back up. Back up. There it is. Look at this Hitler stash he's got going. Now tell me that ain't a damn Hitler stash right there. Look at that. Look at that. That's not by accident, people. He didn't accidentally do that. Just so happens he was at Katrina, watching people confiscate guns, allegedly. I'm sure he was right there kicking fucking doors in. Like, give me your gun, Grandma. I'm the law. But now he's got a Hitler stash. And I'm blocked. I'm blocked from Reed's channel. I'm not allowed to comment on Reed's channel because, you know, he doesn't believe in any type of censorship whatsoever. And I wouldn't even, like, I get it, blocking people who are just trolling and shit, but I didn't even dog his ass. I just asked him a simple question, and he blocked me. Reed's a bitch. He's a statist, commie, Tory, whatever you want to call him. He's a whole bunch of shit. This dude's pretty cool, man. There's 2 cool-ass dudes right here. I like both these mofos. Where they at? Right there. Bam. 2 of the cool motherfuckers on the planet right there. Y'all should go subscribe to both of their channels. I'll do somebody else. What else we got going on? Hey, Lauren, how you been? I want my $50 back CRS. Lauren, if you donated that, I'm trying to get a hold of Justin now. If you donated that to him, you can still go to PayPal and ask him to reverse that. I had to reverse mine. I told you that. I had him reverse mine. I don't blame you a bit for doing it, man, because I don't think that money went to Justin. I'm trying to get a hold of Justin now in order to, and like, all of it doesn't make sense. So why wouldn't he have Justin contact me? Why couldn't I have the contact information of whoever he was contacting to contact Justin? And then he raises all this money, and he won't show anybody, he won't show where the money went. Randall did a video on this. Randall did a video about it, and he claimed to show where, damn, it's hurt my ears. He claimed to show where the money went, but he didn't at all. I don't know where it's at. But anyway, it's in Randall's. Patriotic Constitutionalist. Here's the link to it. I think I just got to do this. I'm not sure. Here, I'll just link a video, and then you can go find it wherever. But if you don't know about the Sean Rowe incident, you need to go check that shit out. Dude was murdered by the police, and nobody gives 2 fucks about it when you're talking about these large YouTube channels. I have sent it to Codaboy 32, Gays and Gizmos, all of them. Like, I've emailed all of them, no shit, and nobody gives a fuck. Even though it's a retired military veteran who was discharged for medical reasons, honorably, who was trying to raise funds to go back and fight ISIS on his own as a civilian. Then I'm live a bit. They won't do nothing about it. The problem is this, that they only recognize those who suck their balls, like Jason here.
KB32 here, check it out. We're sitting over here in the Freedom Office, and one of the reasons we are
The Freedom Office, where we ask for permission for everything. The Freedom Office.
able to call it the Freedom Office is because we have people who are overseas and here and about and doing their thing, providing us the freedoms to do what we do.
Yep. Providing the freedoms, guys. These fuckers in Afghanistan killing goat herders provide you your freedoms. Like, this dude, listen, I worked on Codaboy for a long time, and I've done gave up on him. And I've held my tongue about him and shit, dude, but here's the facts of it. He is a dick-sucking, loving, dick-sucking bootlicker. That's a lot, I know. He loves the dick suckers, proves it in a second with Jason, is a dick sucker, and is a fucking bootlicker. Yes. He's all those things and more. Like, I'm done. I'm not working on the fucker no more. You know, when I figured out all the shit I had to in my lifetime, I didn't have anybody directing me toward it. Like, you know, asking questions for me. Like, hey, you know, if government has authority over you, how exactly are you free? Like, I kind of had to figure that out on my own. And as simple as that sounds, a lot of people can't ask themselves questions like that. I have brought all these questions to light. You know, he's a patriot, right? A constitutionalist, but he's stuck in reality. His answer to everything is, well, the reality is, sure, if you don't want to live in reality, you know what I mean? Because the founders lived in reality and just did as they were told, you know, because that's what they do. He's under the impression that voting will somehow restore this country or some crazy shit. I don't know.
Because we are a powerful nation, and no other nation shall ever occupy our ground.
Yeah, right. That's because we play Big Brother and terrorists and go destroying all these other countries. As they just got their ass whooped by some guys wearing sandals living in caves and shit.
With that, I just wanted to do a quick shout out to a young man who sent me an email, and his name is Jason.
Jason here. So as you'll see, Jason is one of these people, like, you know, I don't tell anybody that I have a YouTube channel. I don't, like, just go out of my way to tell people I'm a felon. Like, yeah, my name is Jason. I'm a felon. Right? To, like, it's logic fallacy. So Jason tells him what his job is or where he's at. It gives, in his mind, gives, like, credence to what he's saying. Or it's this logic fallacy bullshit. So I'm in the military. I'm in Afghanistan. My freedoms are, your freedoms are because of me. Therefore, what I say is true. And I appreciate you, cuddle boy. Let me tickle your taint. Because all you fight so much for, shut up.
He's a sergeant in the Wisconsin National Guard.
Guess the Army was too tough for him. Bitch.
Just wanted to say thank you for keeping up the fight and pushing of knowledge to protect everyone's freedoms of the 2A.
So Jason said, here's what Jason said. Let's listen closely to this oath-taking, oath-breaking dick sucker.
Say thank you for keeping up the fight and pushing of knowledge to protect everyone's freedoms of the 2A.
Everyone's freedoms of the 2A. Coda Boy here took an oath too, but he won't call people out because he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't understand the problem with that sentence. I'll get back to it because this whole video is fucked up.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's, you know, I think that's how you tickle taints. Large assholes, big taints. Double A will tell us. We don't try to get him on here for live stream.
You have our full support here within the Wisconsin Army National Guard, and we are honored to have people like you on our side. Always.
Tories. He's honored to have Tories on his side.
We are currently deployed overseas right now.
Get them goat herders. Get them. In Afghanistan, who's never done dick to the United States, especially not on our soil. Get them. Round them up.
Be safe. But nonetheless, you have the full support, and I'm just going to leave the unit unknown because, you know, whatever it is. So with that being said, thank you, Jason. Comments like that mean the world to me.
Mean the world to me. Because they make me believe what I'm doing is right. They give, what's the word? They make me feel like I know all and I do the best when really I'm an enemy of everything that I claim to, or I'm this very thing that I claim to be against. I'm an enemy of freedom, the people, rights, the Constitution, and how shit's supposed to be because of fucking reality. Coda Boy don't even believe in rights. He doesn't believe in rights. Flat out, he don't even believe he has rights. He believes in his fucking privileges. And, you know, I don't think I've ever come out and said this, but I had a conversation with Mr. Coda Boy right here where it came up, we start whittling it down, okay? So, like, I don't have a line. There's no line for me. Everybody has the right to keep and bear arms, period. There's no exceptions to that. Coda Boy here has a line. So his line is, well, what about the person that the doctor deems as dangerous and is going to go out here and kill people? So he thinks your rights are dictated by a doctor that come out of the very fucking left-leaning schools that he bitches about now. It makes no sense whatsoever. Like, there's no logic to it whatsoever. but he somehow justifies it in his mind, claims to be a fighter of whatever. No, he's a fucking privilege lover is what he is.
Got the usual guys that really do love to send me all the information in the world. We got Victor.
Notice he doesn't answer me here, or doesn't say nothing about me, and I just sent him all the shit, Sean Rose shit over the last couple weeks over and over again. Not like I wasn't harassing him, just like every few days I'd send him one of Randall's videos or when Randall put a video out. Yet he ain't said a fucking word about Sean Rowe.
We've got the conservative sniper. We got my good friend
The conservative sniper. Wonder who he votes for.
Fuzzy Fork,
Fuzzy Fork.
and some other folks that right now I'm probably not prepared to answer. But anyway,
I'm not prepared to answer. I'm sure he was talking about me right there. He don't like talking to me because every time he does, I put him in a corner where he has no option but to understand that his belief system is wrong. There's a certain YouTuber, I'm not going to name him because I don't want, I would never want something to happen because of something I said, right? But he's a large channel. He's got about, the YouTuber I'm talking about has got about 224,000 subscribers. Said that if they ever come for him, they being the police, or for his guns, he's going to send his wife and kids out, and that will be his hill to die on. Then he will fight. Like, well, who are you going to fight? Well, the police. What, there ain't going to be no good ones on that day? Like, it's just going to be all bad apples? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no logic to their logic, because it's fucking retarded. All right, what are y'all talking about over here? Don't abide by the laws of tyrants. Yeah, fuck them. I don't disagree. I kind of wish I didn't get the guns. Matt is such a sheep now. Beg the government. He is, man. They all are, Jesse. They all are, dude. Like, and they all claim to be something they're not. Like, standing. Okay, so there's like a little box. I explained this the other day a couple times. And inside that box, you have the left liberals, right? What's now liberals, which doesn't even mean it's not even the definition of liberal. And then there's the right conservatives, right? You ask a conservative, what does conservative actually mean? Like, what does the term mean? They can't even tell you. They don't know. It's to conserve the Constitution, right? That's what it's supposed to mean. But it doesn't. So they're in a box. They're fighting each other, right? They're in this box over here. Well, I'm over here outside the box looking at him because I'm against all of them. You know, somebody had brought up a group, Owen Benjamin, and I forget the group's name, Bear or something, I don't know. And, you know, and I understood what the dude was trying to say. I kind of got shitty with him. I didn't mean to, but I think I kind of did on accident. But, like, Owen Benjamin is just, he's a statist shill. He's a bootlicking, government-loving fucker. The people were never meant to support one side of the government. You're supposed to vote for who represents you. And then that government was supposed to represent you, but it doesn't. You know, when they implemented this bullshit to where anybody can vote, you know, the people who are paying for everything, votes are canceled out by the people who vote, who receive all the monies from that and all the free shit from that over a long enough period of time. Who said it? Who said? Hold on. Let me find this. Well, let's see what it says. Alexander Frazier. A democracy cannot exist as a permanent form of government. It can only exist until the majority discovers it can vote itself I can't even say that word. Largest, fuck, I don't know, out of the public treasury. Meaning, when the majority realizes it can vote itself for free shit, the democracy fails. And, you know, we're not a democracy. We're like a hybrid. Because anybody has a vote. You don't have to be productive. You don't have to be moral. You don't have to own anything. You can be a complete shitbag that's $60 million in debt, that rapes little kids on Wednesday, and, you know, is in the pulpit on Sunday preaching, and you still get a vote. It's a total joke. Yeah, democracies are evil, though. But all you hear today is democracy, democracy, democracy. That's why I went to Afghanistan, right? To spread some democracy. It's some bullshit, man. What's up, Nick Roberts? How you doing, man? Shows you the amount of lemmings we have. Yeah, we do, man. They're all lemmings. All of them. All of them. What does Steven say? Owen Benjamin has stated only land-owning males should vote. I certainly agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that too. Stephen Hall. But Owen Benjamin still supports police. You can't support police and believe in freedom on any level. What's up with the Walmart incident? That was kind of crazy. That was old, Nick. That was when Christy went to Walmart, and I think I just released that again because for some reason. Yeah, it was made private for some reason. But Christy and I went to Walmart. And Christy had wanted to buy some ammo, and they allowed her to shop. They just would not open the ammo cabinet because we wouldn't put on masks. So for an hour and 45 minutes later, it was there for an hour and 45 minutes is how long that video originally was. And I just whittled it down to that one part where they wouldn't arrest me. I was trying to force them to either arrest me or trespass me, legally trespass me, one of the two. They wouldn't do either. The cops wouldn't do it, and the people there wouldn't do it. We sat there for an hour and a half arguing, an hour and 45 minutes. And I kept telling them, I'm not leaving until you arrest me or trespass me. One of the two. I'm not just leaving. So that's kind of what happened. But that shit happened all the time, man. I got all kinds of videos like that from, we wouldn't go with the flow, so, you know what I mean? Anywho, I don't think I really got anything else to talk about. If you haven't watched the Moms Demand Action videos where Chris Harris and I went down and rated Moms Demand Action, I put that video back up somewhere. I just had to cut some stuff out of it and change. I didn't cut anything out of the video itself, but the before and the after, and then I took out that they were drinking and driving because I think that's what actually got it taken down because I was making a statement of fact. But it was a statement of fact. Them hoes were down there getting drunk and shit and doing their thing. I mean, look at this. Here's Rob Pincus. So Rob Pincus of Ammoland is, one of these pro-Second Amendment, patriot, constitutionalist fucking jackasses. And listen to what he says. This is an old video of mine. I'll probably get a strike for playing my old video all the way through.
This article by one of my subscribers is from Rob Prince, and it was an Ammoland on
Rob
March
Pincus.
26th. I'll leave a link for it in the pinned comment. But just to give you a little bit of how Robbie here feels, I'm going to scroll down to one particular part of it. I haven't even finished reading it. I just seen this and it about made me puke in my mouth. Right here, it says they're talking about the conversation about gun control on both sides. And if I start reading, well, damn, I'm trying to find against the sentence. Advocates most also wholly accept the onus of clearly demonstrating how any proposed solution, legislative or otherwise, actually impacts the number of gun deaths, and does it only by keeping guns from the people gun owners easily agree should not have them.
Yeah, because I'm a gun owner and I agree this person shouldn't have a gun owner. That gives credence to what I say. It's a logic fallacy, man. Just like the NRA member that's a Moms Demand Action. You know what I mean? Just like the lawyer in Moms Demand Action. Oh, she's a lawyer. She knows what's best. She's a fucking lawyer. She's getting drunk and driving. What does that say about her and how much she knows about the law? I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It's all a bunch of bullshit. The world's falling apart. Just let me know where I throw the gas at. It says nothing. Walmart here has only shotgun shells, and I live in a gun state, South Dakota. Okay. That's just that Walmart there. Our Walmarts have shit all the time. I just showed where they had a bunch of 22 LR and 308 and 762 by 39, 350 Legend, 3030, 30-06. They had a whole bunch of shit. What says nothing? That article? I just read what it said. Outdoor event, a bunch of box wines hanging around, blabbing at the least because they got nothing. Yeah, Nick Roberts, the Moms Demand Action bitches are ate up. They don't know shit. Yeah, the article does say something. It says that Rob Pincus is a fucking ignorant bitch. Us gun owners can agree that these people don't need guns. It ain't the gun owners. It ain't the gun owners that get to decide that. Like, every person has the same rights. You don't have the authority to say I don't have the ability to have something or I shouldn't have something. That's not up to you. Because when you open that door up, what happens is you deal with all the bullshit we see going on today in the gun world. where everybody thinks that they can dictate who can and can't have guns, who's safe enough to have guns. I don't give a fuck if you're the most violent dude in the world and you whack that whole goddamn school full of kids. If they released you from prison, you have the right to keep and bear arms, period. Like to be in a room alone with the bitches. Yeah, they'll never go in a room alone with you. Not even you as a female. They're scared to death. Get over here. Yeah, that Christy, I didn't even read that, and I just said that, and then it popped up. That's funny shit. Everybody's back on the, what was Mortal Kombat. That's what it was. Yes, ma'am, getting paid for not a thing. Yeah, but Owen Benjamin, dude, like, I just can't, you know, you have to decide where your line's at. I have a pretty tight line. If you support anything that negatively impacts the freedom or impedes on the freedom of somebody else, I'm not on your team, dude. You're an enemy, period. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Yeah, if you're in the room, let me go out to that green-haired bit first. What are y'all talking about? You guys are lunatics. How many people's in here anyway? I'm just curious. 48 people. Holy shit. Y'all like when I dog people, don't you? For those of you that don't know, I want to bring this up. A lot of people do know. But Nick was my son who was murdered. The tool used was a firearm. And just like with the... I want to be able to drive again. Jump in a car, man. That's how you be doing that. You get behind the wheel and you drive. You love to call people out lives. I don't, man. I don't like calling people out, dude. I just wish they would do what's right instead of trying to tote the line. You know, dude, listen, I could have a channel with 1 million subs just by my Second Amendment rights, patriots. Jesus loves us. And all that shit, dude. I'm just not doing it. You know what I mean? No. Small town to a 50 ticket and possibly jail for it. You go to jail for tickets in your town? Move, Robert. Get out of there, man. Pay the ticket. Pay it. You know? Go make an arrangement with them. Especially right now, they're all this COVID shit. They're making arrangements for everything. Yeah, I don't want to go to that part of the country either where you go to jail for payout tickets. You know, like, constitutionally, they can't jail you for owing money. But the state does it all the time. Just like in Ohio, when you go to prison for child support, you're going to prison for owing the state fees that charged you, administration fees. You don't actually go to jail for prison for owing child support. It's some technocracy, technical bullshit that, you know. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, at some point you have to take a stand, and you don't need a license to drive. Like, get out the definitions of driver, operator, and all that shit, and then get out the Supreme Court findings on it. You don't technically need a license to drive. I can't think of anybody else that's been doing anything lately that I want to make fun of. Can you all? I'm sure there's something. I've watched shit the past couple days that just blew my mind. History. There are some good ones, though. This dude right here, this crazy bitch, man, a little redhead. She's a weirdo. I've been watching a lot of the Red Tool House. If you're like into homesteading, the Red Tool House is a good channel. I started to watch Larkin Rose this morning. I agree with his premise, not his solution. This is the dude that said that the C-19 was a hoax and then he died from it. What you know. Look, you guys can see everything I watch.
We want you to do Crump and how you ain't scared of the ATF. The AFT.
Man, I can't do Crump. I already explained why. Like, I don't agree with a lot of shit he says, but I don't watch him, in all honesty. I don't watch him just for this reason, because I've already called him out before, and even after I called him out, he did me 100% solid. You know what I mean? And he could have done some real dirtbag shit, and he didn't. So I want to try to at least be that stand-up, at least be that much of him to just leave him alone. I know you may not agree with that and I'm not saying this in the way it sounds. I haven't listened to him enough to even call him out, to be honest with you. There. That's the honest truth. I haven't listened. I don't watch him intentionally because I know I have issues with what he says versus what he has told me he believes. I have a real problem with that, so I just don't even watch him. Like, even these videos, I would never see him if somebody didn't send them to me. Know what I mean? We might have high inflation. Oh, look, the General Lee. CR 480. I'd love to have one of them old bikes. Oh, here's the dude right here. Barricade Garage. What the hell is this video? Shows man allegedly high on meth. Of course he's high on meth. Everybody's high on meth. That's 68. Is that 68? That's Charger 420 Hemi. If that's his factory car, it's rare. This dude right here has fucking lost his mind too, James Yeager. This bomb to worry about. If you guys don't know what's up with Eustace Conway, go check him out. He's a dude from Mountain Men. What happened to Judge Pam Hardy drag racing his bombshell? Who knows? Her boobs are hanging out there. You see right through her shirt. Whore. I don't watch this dude. I don't even know how this is on here. The opponent's lie. This shit's funnier than that. It's the funniest shit in the world. It don't matter if you're the homeless dude or the president. They're going to dog on your ass and find a reason to, and they always do it in a good way, which is really funny because they're from Colorado, which is a pretty fucking jackass office state, but it's funnier than shit. If you don't watch South Park, you need to. And here comes like the polarization, you know what I mean? Like, this is seriously how bad this country suffers from polarization. I know this is a cartoon band, but it's so fucking truthful.
Busted.
Oh shit, that's priceless, man. That's funny shit. Watch a channel from a boy called Furry Face Funny as hell. I watch a channel from a boy. Put a link in there, MacCat, can you? Oh, you can't. Here, I can make it so you can. Put a link into the channel, man. I'll run to it real quick. There, I just made you a moderator so you can put that in there. Did he just say Trump was racist? Cringe. Did I say that? Dude, I don't give a fuck if he's racist or not. Everybody's prejudiced. Like, racism doesn't exist in this country today. Like Roberts would have heard about it. I don't know, like South Park and the way they make fun of Canadians. Yeah. You know, what's funny, in prison, it's not funny, but in prison they call black people or Canadians. Like, if you're white and you're talking about black people, you call them Canadians. Like, it got so bad at one time when I was in Lancaster, they, if you got caught saying the word Canadian, they would fucking, listen, this is some funny shit. It's not funny, but it's funnier than fuck. So, they started giving out tickets for people calling people Canadians. Like, calling black dudes Canadians. Fucking Canadians, you know what I mean? Like, fucking black guys. Shit you not. So, I got a buddy named Steve, still my friend. He got out. He lives in North Carolina right now. And he kept saying Mondays. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because he'd be talking about Mondays are over there getting ready to give Jack so-and-so's TV. Like, what are you talking about Mondays, dude? He's like, Mondays. We can't say Canadian anymore because we get tickets, so we're calling them Mondays. Like, why Mondays? Like, because everybody fucking hates Mondays. I was like, you're retarded, man. Like, I don't agree with it, but I think it was funny. You have to see the humor in it. And if you don't, you're just a fucking piece of shit, tight ass that can't laugh at nothing, go away. Yeah, South Park does express what's going on, man. Like, it's creepy. It's creepy, but it's funnier than shit. But I don't know, guys. I'm gonna jump off here. I got shit to do. Ooh, a Moto Mako 500 or bad bikes. I'd love to have a big bore. I'll tell you what I'd love to have. I'd love to have a TRX 250R with a CR 500 motor. That would be sweet. But it would cost fucking 20 grand to build. That's a rare bike, and it's expensive. Did a good job on it, though. It looks like he restored it. He did. Yeah, it's definitely restored. Definitely. Because you can see the new paint and the old plastics and shit. I watch a lot of motocross shit and dirt bike stuff, and Michael Sabo and Stupid Fast John. Cool shit. We can go answer some comments. Oh, this dude. This is a funny one. This is a woman who said something about she appreciates her right to vote. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I was brought up in an upper middle class home. I became divorced, mom of 3, and nurse for 35 years. 35. Went to the army. 3 of my children got older, called me home, and I was the second week back to start a new group. In week 5, got called home again. Had a discharge. I ended up taking care of. So this is a lady that's arguing with me because my original reply was, she said, y'all better get this right. Voting is coming soon, blah, blah, blah. And I said initially, you know, I had something smart to say. Wait a second, let me find it. So this is my days-long argument with people. She says, y'all better get this right. Voting time is coming soon, and we will pick who's staying and who's going. Then I said, yeah, okay, tell me you aren't one of the ones crying about a stolen election. The election process in this country became moot when the unproductive who only survived because of the productive got to vote. And I go on to tell her about that. Then she says, I'm not crying about anything. It looks like you are the one dragging it up. I said, why would I drag it up? I'm smart enough to care less. Biden, Trump, Republican, Democrat, they're all the same. Then she goes on to say some bullshit to other people. And then I say, voting. Oh, this is where she says voting's a right. Let me find it. She tries to educate me. Well, I owe past generations of men and recent generations, a few of us women, the respect of exercising my right to vote. And she just goes on about a bunch of nonsense. So I said, voting isn't a right. And I just kind of go on to educate her. So now she says to me, I'm going to tell you a little bit. So I don't know why she tells me all this stuff. I could care less. He left the other ones. When the second was born, my spouse left because he didn't want to leave a deal with a disabled child. He could left another one too. Hasn't been since our youngest. The baby was now 18. Daughter is 18. Son, blah, 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 blah. I work because I have this. I do not work because I have this. I have homeschooled him, but still requires physical care. We live off $90 a month. No child support, no welfare, no food stamps. He gets medical because he gets 7094 and SSI. I have been unable to even keep up my yearly license because we don't have the extra money for it. So now I'm supposed to feel sorry for her. Like, none of this shit has to do with anything. And family love, we believe voting is right. I mean, I hate being mean to people, but sometimes, I mean, like, I'm done being nice. Oops, I messed up. I'll go back and answer this shit here in a little bit. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here. You all have a good day. Stay safe. That's the name of his channel. Anywho. Okay, where did you put it at? Right, cats. Okay, it won't let me copy the link. Oh, fuck. Alright, man. Well, I'm going to jump off here. You all have a good day. Stay safe. And, peace out. Peace be with you. Praise Jesus. Buy me a cup of coffee or else you're going to hell, says Jesus. I'm just kidding. Don't buy me fucking nothing. Have a good day, guys. Stay